Spouse of DACA recipient detained by ICE. We will never get back that time that has been taken from us. Desiree Miller, whose spouse, Catalina Zacchil Santiago, is a deferred action for childhood arrivals recipient, recently detained by immigration authorities, said at a Thursday press conference. Despite her legal team and family's pleas that she is wrongfully detained, a senior Department of Homeland Security official told Newsweek in an email statement Thursday, her criminal history includes charges for trespassing, possession of narcotics, and drug paraphernalia. Why it matters. Santiago's detention comes amid an immigration crackdown under the Trump administration. President Donald Trump pledged to launch the largest mass deportation operation in U.S. history, and immigrants residing in the country, illegally and legally, with valid documentation such as green cards and visas, have been detained. Newsweek has reported dozens of cases involving green card holders and visa holders who have been swept up in the immigration raids and various arrests. What to know? In 2012, then-President Barack Obama introduced the DACA program, offering protections and work authorizations for millions of undocumented residents who came to the U.S. as minors. The video has been in legal and political limbo for years, as courts have weighed its validity. DACA recipients, commonly referred to as dreamers, are granted the right to legally live and work in the U.S. DACA does not provide a path to permanent residency or citizenship, and recipients remain vulnerable to changes in policy or legal challenges. Attorneys for the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, have argued that DACA protections do not apply to detention decisions. Santiago was arrested by federal immigration agents on August 3rd at El Paso International Airport while leaving on a domestic work trip for the nonprofit organization La Mujer Obrera. The DHS has said that she was detained because of criminal charges from 5 years ago. Luis Cortez, an attorney representing Santiago, accused the Trump administration of offering a shifting narrative to justify her arrest, calling it part of a broader shoot first, aim later approach. He said the approach is part of the government's sloppy, haphazard enforcement actions happening across the country, adding that this isn't law enforcement, this is lawlessness that is cloaked in a badge. Santiago's attorneys have denied the paraphernalia charges, and Cortez said during the Thursday press conference, there are no ongoing criminal charges against her, noting that her only conviction is a trespassing conviction that happened during a peaceful civil disobedience action. Santiago remains in federal custody following her first hearing on August 27th at El Paso Immigration Court. The judge granted additional time for DHS to respond, scheduling the next hearing for September 10th. Miller told Newsweek on a call that her message to the administration and the public more generally is that Zacchil should be free. We want Zacchil free, and we want everyone who has been ripped away from their family and detained to be free. She added that the rhetoric that is being pushed about immigrants, that they are criminals and monsters, is a way for them to deflect away from the fact that the people who are being detained are people. They are human beings. Zacchil's detention has sparked protests and legal challenges. In El Paso, supporters gathered outside the Service Processing Center during a court hearing demanding her release. In a statement issued from ICE custody on August 10th, Zacchil described conditions, including inadequate medical care and unsanitary water. What people are saying. Catalina Zacchil Santiago's brother, Jose, during the Thursday press conference, we depend on each other to navigate life, both inside school, outside of school, adapting to different things thrown at us as young immigrant children growing up here. She's been very inspiring and a role model for many of us. A lot of people in the community have benefited from her generosity, kindness, just her, heart. When I heard of her wrongful detention, it broke me. I couldn't believe it. My family couldn't believe it. We were devastated and worried. A senior DHS official told Newsweek in an email statement Thursday, illegal aliens who claim to be recipients of deferred action for childhood arrivals are not automatically protected from deportations. DACA does not confer any form of legal status in this country. Any illegal alien who is a DACA recipient may be subject to arrest and deportation for a number of reasons, including if they've committed a crime. Illegal aliens can take control of their departure with the CBP Home app. The United States is offering illegal aliens $1,000 and a free flight to self-deport now. We encourage every person here illegally to take advantage of this offer and reserve the chance to come back to the U.S. the right way to live the American dream. Desiree Miller, Santiago's spouse, during the press conference. We have to go through all this legal process, but in the meantime, those are days of our lives that we will never get back, that time that has been taken from us. Because of a piece of paper that a person has or doesn't have, decides whether or not you get to live in peace with the people that you love. Santiago, in a statement on August 10th from ICE custody, to come face to face with the criminalization of the immigrant and getting to see the innards of the profit prison system that surveils every move we make, that locks us far away from our loved ones, where the lights are on day and night, and every evening's dinner is a frozen ham and cheese sandwich. When people get sick, they make fun of them, and the nurses only offer them water. The water in here stinks, and yet we still drink it. What happens next? Santiago will remain in ICE custody pending removal proceedings, with the next court hearing scheduled for September 10th. A GoFundMe created on her behalf has raised more than $82,000 as of Thursday. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Until then, take care.
Spouse of DACA recipient detained by ICE, we will never get back that time. Catalina Jorditon Santiago, a deferred action for childhood arrival recipient, was detained by immigration authorities on August 3rd at El Paso International Airport, sparking protests and legal challenges. DHS cities prior trespassing and narcotics-related charges, though her attorney argued only a past civil disobediences conviction exists. Her case highlights the Trump administration mass repression crackdown, which has affected even legal residents. DACA provides temporary protection but not legal status or immunity from detention. Santiago's spouse Desiree Miller and community members demand a release, condemning the dehumanizing treatment of immigrant. Santiago remains in ICE custody with her next court hearing scheduled for September 10th.